Right, so hi guys, it's the 19th of June on Friday. It's the coming to the end of another week. And so in this video, I thought I'll post something a bit different, that this is not really a teaching video, but it's kind of like a night, uh, not really a day in the life of Adam Khoo, but a night in the life of Adam Khoo, what I'm doing right now. Just finished having dinner with my kids, my wife, yeah, watching TV. So I'm kind of like watching the markets now that the US market is just opened. And as many of you know, I trade multiple assets. So I'd like to just bring you through basically what I do during a trading day or trading evening. So one of the first things I look at when I wake up in the morning is I look at the forex markets, because the forex markets are 24 hours, so I can trade it the moment I wake up in the morning. And today's a Friday, so I always close all my forex trades by Friday. I never hold any over the weekend. All right, so this is my trading account with Pepperstone, the forex broker that I use. So currently I've got a running trade, as you can see over here. I'm short the pound dollar, right? There's a running profit of $220. And again, I'm not sure it's going to be a winning trade or losing trade, right? In trading, you've got winners and losers. So if it's a losing trade, I will lose about $400 on this trade. If it's a winning trade, I'll make about $600, because I always risk $1 to make more than $1, depending on the strategy. So for this strategy called Trend Rider, right, you can see I'm riding the trend down. It's a downtrend. I'm shorting the currency pair. I'm basically risking 1 R to make 1.4 R. All right, so an R represents a unit of risk. So in this case, my 1 R is $400. My 1.4 R is $600. So again, this trade, no matter what happens, I'm gonna close it before I sleep tonight, because on a Friday, we never hold trades over Friday, yeah? So let's take a look at how the currency trading has been for the week, right? You can go to account history, and let me pull it up. All right, so these are all the trades I took for this month, right? This is for an entire month of trading, right? I've got about 10 days left, so you can see that green would be, taking profit, $400 profit, $400 profit, right? Profit, 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 all right? And then of course you can't win all the time. Now this was the winning streak I had, and I've got a losing streak, right? Minus 400, minus 400, minus 400, minus 400. You can see, losing streak there, winning streak there, and then ending off the week at about $9,000 net profit, wins minus losses for the first 3 weeks of the month, which is it's okay. It's not too bad, not too shabby. All right, so this is my currency trading, and again, I trade a variety of strategies, right? With my community of students, we have got what's known as the bounce strategy, the momentum breakout strategy, as well as the trend rider strategy. The trend rider strategy is the strategy that I'm using right here, and it's really based on this very, very powerful tool known as the currency strength meter. So you can see this currency strength meter is delivered to all my students exclusively through Telegram, right? So you can see right now on the strength meter, we have got pound, which is the weakest currency, right? So we are selling the pound and we are going long the dollar, right? So because of that, we sell the pound, we long the dollar, and hence we are going short over here the pound dollar, right? So over here you can see very nice downtrend. So the moment it hits this red line over here, all right, you can see this green line is my entry price, the red line is my stop loss above the moving average resistance, all right, and my profit target is somewhere down here. Right, so the moment it hits this red line, hopefully by the end of today, that would help me to clock another $600 profit to make it about $10,000 profit on this account. All right, so this account is not a big account, it's a small account. It's about 40 grand, all right? So 9 grand or 10 grand out of 40 grand is about 25% return, almost 25% return just for the first 3 weeks. So in currency trading with high leverage, you can get pretty high returns, right? Then the next thing I look at would be my option trades, right? So these are my option trades. You can see that I just entered 4 new trades over here, right? And these are what are known as snipex trades, and these are non-directional trades, meaning I don't care where the market goes. Market goes up, market goes down, we profit in either direction. It's a non-directional trade, and this is based on the S&P 500 SPX. You can see that's the opening profit right now. We've got some which are still negative, but overall it's still a profit for the day. What does this trade look like? All right, let me just show you the tab over there. That's what the trade looks like, something like that. It looks like a tent, right? So we call this a non-directional trade because right now the S&P 500 is here, okay? So whether it goes down or goes up, you can see this is my profit zone, right? I could make up to 5 grand here, 6 grand, 7 grand, 3 grand. So right now I'm just making about 2 grand, right? So as long as the market stays within this zone, all right, and the higher it goes, the more I make. And of course, I could always make the maximum of about 7 grand over here. Now, of course, the problem is if the market goes out of the profit zone, too much up or too much down, right? So the moment it's going to go all the way up, I start to close the trades to protect it, right? If it goes all the way down, I close it to protect it. So I never really lose money as long as I'm fast enough to get in and out of trades. All right, so these are my currency trades. These are my option trades. I get confused sometimes. I'm trading so many things, right? Currencies and options. And finally, I look at my stock account, right? So today my stock account is a bullish day. We're up about 8 grand for this account, 1.2 million on this account. And again, these are all the different positions. You can see within my stock investment positions, I also have a lot of option trades, right? So for Bank of America, you can see I've sold puts over there, I've sold calls over there. Same with Facebook, I've got a covered call at 237.5. JP Morgan, I sold puts over there, calls over there, puts over there. So besides making on the underlying stock, right, I make additional profits with these option trades as well. So basically what I do every day is I spend about 2 hours or 3 hours during the day trading currencies. At night when the market opens, I will spend about 30 minutes looking at my stock account to see what stocks I'm buying for the day, if there's anything to buy. I don't see anything to buy today because everything's been overextended. I gotta wait for it to come down to buy more. But I'll spend another hour or so on my options account, basically to ensure that I enter new trades almost every day. You can see I just entered 4 more option trades in order to create what is known as this snipex mountain, right? And the more the market stays within the mountain, the more profit I extract from the market, and I can be fast to get in and get out when the market goes too low or goes too high. All right, so that's the work I do basically, right? So 2 to 3 hours trading currencies in a day. In the evening, less than an hour on my option trades, and less than 30 minutes looking at my stock investment account. Okay, so that's the day in the life or the night in the life of basically a professional investor or trader. Okay, so where's the market right now since we are looking at the markets, right? Let's take a look at this. Okay, all right, so you can see that we continue to be on a very, very clear bull run right now, very clear uptrend right now. And it's really interesting because, when I read, or rather when I, read comments on the YouTube channel, and I watch other people's YouTube channels, and I read about stuff that people write, a lot of them are still really bearish, right? They say this is not a bull market, it's a bear market, right? And they're still in denial, right? It's, I tell people something really simple. If it looks like a duck, it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's a duck, right? Same thing, right? If you see higher highs and higher lows, if the price of the market is above the moving averages, it's an uptrend, it's a bull market. Stop being in denial, it's an uptrend, right? So obviously it's an uptrend, okay? But people are still in denial, okay? Why is it an uptrend? Again, you can see clearly making higher highs and higher lows. Again, this is not an opinion. that is a bull market. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. That's how you define a bull market. Uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. And again, remember that on an uptrend, it can't go up in a straight line. It goes through waves, right? So wave up, wave down, wave up, wave down, wave up, wave down, wave up, wave down. That's right. So we just hit this recent wave down, and every time it waves down, what happens? That's right. It finds a support at the moving average. Supports at the moving average or the Fibonacci level. Once it finds a support, it goes to the next wave up, wave down, and the trend continues. So people always ask me this question, how long will this trend continue? The answer is, how the heck would I know? I can't predict the future, right? So as a trader, as an investor, we never predict the future. We never ask, why is it going up? That's a stupid question. I know, why is it going up? How the hell would I know why is it going up? It's going up, right? The idea is to follow the trend. The trend is your friend. As long as the trend is up, you stay long on the markets, right? But the moment the trend reverses down, you have to start hedging your position. You start shorting the markets. There are many ways to short the markets, right? You can go long the VIX. You can buy put spreads on the S&P. There are so many things you can do. So I'm riding this all the way until it proves that it's on a downtrend. I'm going to start shorting the market. Now, when's it going to happen? I've got no idea. So again, as an investor, as a trader, never predict the future, and don't read all that mainstream news rubbish. All right, just follow the trend. Okay, and right now the trend is up, which means the path of least resistance is up. Okay, but again, remember, that doesn't mean it goes up every day, right? It goes through ups and downs. And I always say that the market is kind of like a wild horse, right? The horse wants to run north. The horse will always go north eventually. The market will always go up eventually, right? But the horse is like a bucking bronco. Sorry, all right? So the horse does its best to throw people off, right? So it goes up, people get excited, and then it goes down, and people, oh my God, and they fall off the horse, right? And once people fall off the horse goes up again. Yes, people get on the horse goes, oh my God, and they get off the horse goes up again. So the horse will jerk to get people off the horse. Why? Because if there are too many people on the horse can't run. The horse has to throw people off, right? And it just threw some other people off. Once it throws them off, you just keep going, right? Just keep going high and high and high until if too many people get on the horse will collapse. Right? Then it restarts the whole thing all over again. So right now the trend is up. Like I said, I've got no idea how long it's gonna last. I can't predict the future, but if I can make a guess, I would guess that we're gonna go up, all right, to probably about July, all right, mid of July. We may cross the all-time highs, all right, but I expect, again, it's a guess, I could be wrong. I expect that we could have another big jerk on the horse, right, to bring it down to maybe about the 50% level at about 2713 to again shake people off, right? Shake the weak hands, the weak holders, and once it shakes people off, by November, December, we should then continue rallying back up again. All right, again, that's just a guess, right? It may or may not happen, but let's see what happens, right? One of the reasons I'm guessing that is because of seasonality, all right? Now, everything has seasons, right? The weather has seasons and so on and so forth, right? The market has seasons. If you look at the last, 50 to 100 years, right, the S&P 500 follows a seasonal pattern, okay? So the seasonal pattern is something like that, right? Where it goes up, and then you have got a bit of consolidation, and then normally, by the way, October happens to be the jinx month. If you look at all the previous crashes, crash of 87, right, the great financial crisis, this was back in 2018 as well. It all happened in October. It's a jinx month, right? So October tends to have a sell-off, right? And then after that, it will then go into rally all the way back up. And again, bear in mind, this doesn't always happen 100% of the time. So don't blindly follow this. I don't blindly follow this, but I use this as a reference point. And I take a look at the market today and I ask myself, is the market kind of like following that season right now? Now, of course, this season was a bit screwed up by COVID-19, right? Because of COVID-19, we had, February to March, boom, all the way down. So that messed up the pattern, right? So, and then it rallied really strongly to May and to June, right? So we'll see if the second half of the year follows the pattern. If it does follow the pattern, it means that we could have another sell-off, right? That would bring the market down to maybe about, where we are, yeah. Bring the market down to maybe about 2713, and once it again shakes out the weak holders, when people are panicking, oh my god, we're gonna die, and once the horse throws people off, and then we're gonna hallelujah, right, and make all-time highs again, right? So that's just my guess. We'll see if it happens, right? So in the meantime, what I do is I have all kinds of ways to hedge my portfolio when that happens, all right? Okay, let's take a look at what's happening right now. What's happening to my currency trade? Oh, all right, not bad. So right now, my currency trade is, that's right, 369, yeah, running profit. So it hits $600 profit. I'm out. I'm taking my profit. I'm done for the day. All right, so you can see very, very nice pattern over there. Boom, boom, boom. I shorted it over there, coming down to hit the profit target. We call this the trend rider. I just follow trends in the currency pairs. All right, how's the options doing? All right, options doing. See, I'm always checking how my account is doing right now. All right, so these are all the trades I have on. There we go. These are all my option trades. Right, whole list of options all over there. Right. So right now, about 1,007 for the day. Let's see how we end off that for these option trades. Okay, is there anything to buy today? I'm always looking for stuff to buy to add to my portfolio over here, right? So nothing much to buy, because again, let me give you an example, right? One of the stocks that I really want to buy, actually there are a lot of things I like to buy right now, okay? But one of the things I want to add more shares to is Lockheed Martin, for example. There we go. So this is a stock that I really love, and I really want to buy it, okay? But again, I like to buy something when it retraces to support. Remember, right? Wave up, wave down, wave up, wave down, wave up, wave down. I never like to buy on the wave up. I like to buy on the wave down, right? Because on the wave down, right, when it waves down to a strong support, that's the time I accumulate shares. And normally that happens when there's kind of like bad news, right? Bad news, wave down, oh my God, that's when I buy, right? When it's going up, yay, that's when I don't want to buy, right? So if you look at the charts over here, you can see, right, wave up, wave down, wave up, wave down, wave up, wave down, and as a wave up, it's going on a waving up. So I never like to buy on a waving up. I like for it to, wave down, and I start to add shares, right? So you can see my buy zone, I've marked it up between 318 to 352 is my buy zone. So I'm hoping, praying that the bug's gonna come down to my buy zone and I'm gonna accumulate shares here before the next wave up, all right? But will it come down to my buy zone? I don't know, right? Whether it'll come down, right? So what I do while I'm waiting for it to come down, I may as well make some money while it's gonna come down, while I'm waiting for it to come down. So what I do is I sell cash secured put options at that level, at that strike price, right? So you can see over here, for example, where's my Lockheed Martin? There we are, okay. So you can see Lockheed Martin, I sold a 360 put option expiring on the 10th of July, and I sold it for $5.49. Now, one contract is 100 shares, so that's $549 that I collect in premium, okay? And by collecting this premium, what happens is I'm obligated to buy the shares if the price goes below 360 by the 10th of July. All right. So by the 10th of July, if the price is below 360, I will have to buy 100 shares, which I want to do anyway, right? Because I want to buy the shares, right? So I'll buy the shares at $360 minus $549, which is the premium I received, which means my net purchase price will be about $355. And buying at $355, which is about here, would be just at my buy zone. Okay. Now, what if Lockheed Martin never goes down below 360, right? What if it keeps going up? Then darn it, I don't get the shares. I don't get to buy the shares. But I get to keep my premium of $549 for my troubles, right? So basically I get paid to wait for the shares to come down to my buy price. If it comes down, I get to buy the shares, plus I keep the $500. If it doesn't come down and the price keeps going up, I don't get to buy the shares, but at least I get $500 for 30 days for waiting, right? So it's a win-win scenario only when you want to buy high quality companies, you're waiting for it to come down, you're selling shares. Now, you may say that's a very high price stock. I can't afford to buy 100 shares of Lockheed Martin. You can do it on low price stocks. For example, Bank of America, right? You look at Bank of America over here. Where's my Bank of America? Bank of America, there. So you can see Bank of America, right? I'm still underwater, as you can see, right? I bought it at $26, it's at 24. So I'm still underwater, but it's okay. I want to buy more because I know that it's going to be going to about $35 pretty soon. I know that, right? Because that's the intrinsic value that never fails, right? So I want to buy more, but I want to buy more not at $24.90. I'm getting greedy. I want to buy at $22 and $23. So you can see I sold puts at $22 and at $23, which means I'm obligated to buy the shares the moment it goes below $22 and $23 by the expiration date. And if it doesn't, if it keeps going up, then I don't get to buy the shares, but I get to keep these premiums, right? Because $700 premium, $600 premium, which I've not realized yet, right? So you can see the market's a really fascinating place. There are many things you can do in the market. There are many ways you can make money in the markets. You can make money through currencies, through options, through stocks. And when you master all these asset classes, you've got multiple sources of income where you can generate profits consistently under all market seasons, right? So this has been just an inside look into how I manage my trades, my investments, on a day-to-day, night-to-night basis. Hope you enjoyed it. It's Adam Khoo, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So if you want to be the first to get my next video on YouTube, do click the subscribe button right now. If you want to check out my online courses, go on to piranhaprofits.com, where you can enroll in our professional Forex, stock trading, options trading, and value momentum investing courses, where you're going to learn how to trade like a professional and generate an income anywhere in the world. If you would like to come to Singapore to attend my live classes, Wealth Academy, go on to wealthacademyglobal.com. It's Adam Khoo, and may the markets be with you.